I'm back. I know you've missed me. What's up with Shannon's desires? She became a FinDom, and then what happened to her? Is she okay? How's everything going? Oh, yeah, everything's good. I have been considering and contemplating over the last few days where my desires are, and it's really one of my favorite parts of getting into this type of process is, and this is the point really of the last exercise that we did, even as wild as it may have gotten, is it really does pull up what's true. And sometimes it pulls it up immediately in the moment, and sometimes it takes a little time. I am an emotional authority in human design, so I'm kind of built for my emotions taking like a 48-hour cycle or so, if you believe in that. And I have personal experience of that. It feels validated in my life. And sometimes it takes a little time for things to kind of settle and me to see what's inside, what came up. Yesterday, I went to a red light method, which is, I believe they said owned by the same person who owns Club Pilates. And I had been looking at them online for about a week. I set up a free demo session. And so it is red light. So you go and you lay in a room, you lie down on the table, and they drape you with these red light pads. And then they have a vibrating plate that you can stand on, which I have one at home, but these are even stronger and have like handlebars so you can do exercises and stuff on them. And they have an infrared sauna, which I have been looking for a place where I can just go do a sauna. And they also have reformer machines so you can do some Pilates, and it's led on you don't have to sign up for a class. It's on an iPad and you can just follow along or do your own work or whatever. And basically I told myself ahead of time, like, if all of that's included in the membership, I am signing up because I've been wanting all of those pieces. And here they are in one place. The only thing I would also want is like water, like a cold plunge, hot tub, shower kind of thing. But uh, this stuff is enough of what I want that I'm very excited. So I did the demo, signed up for the membership. I'm obligated for 3 months and then can choose to continue if I like at the same price. So that's awesome. But one of the things when I was lying down for the red light session, uh, like I said, you lie on the table, and then there's one red light pad that you lie down on so it goes along your spine. And then the other ones they put on you. So you take your clothes off, you lie down, then you press the button, somebody comes in to help, and they drape them on you and they ask you where you want them and all that kind of stuff. So the woman was doing that, and I was like, oh, it has been a long time since I've just experienced service, like direct service. I do pay for things like I'll get Instacart, things like that, and I love that, but it is obviously somebody doing service for me, but I never see them. I'm not I get to not do that errand, but it's not like someone taking care of me in a direct way, if that makes sense. Like a massage or like eating out at a restaurant that has servers and things like that. And I love that. And that is a big chunk of what is underneath and within the desires that I've been talking about is like being served. And so I was just listening to that inside of myself. And then this morning I wrote down some of the ways that it would just be delightful to be served. And this does relate to, the tripling my income thing. It relates to the not having to manage daily details all the time. Just that feeling, and then also just the part of me that wants to be taken care of. So I wrote some desires down there. And then I also played around with another exercise from the journal. Again, the Embodied Law of Attraction Journal, fourth edition, available on Amazon. The link will be in the description, and I will soon have some copies that I can show. So that'll be fun. And so I played around with some of the exercises. So I kind of combined a few things for today that I wanted to come on and share. First, my desire to be served. Have someone, I've had this for a while, have someone who comes and cleans my kitchen each morning when I'm out walking my dog. So Dina is my dog, and the first thing we do in the morning, we wake up, I pee, throw clothes on, and we go walk. While I'm gone for that walk, I want someone to clean my kitchen. Someone who cleans the floors 2 times a week and the bathrooms. I don't mind cleaning. I'm not good at cleaning floors. I actually do like cleaning them. I enjoy like how quickly it makes a difference in the home. But every time I clean the floor, whether it's vacuuming, sweeping, mopping, there is always crap left behind when I'm done. I don't know why. I watch as I'm cleaning, I'm going over every part of it, and somehow there's always stuff left behind. So somebody who's good at cleaning floors and bathrooms, and the bathrooms for me are more about I'm not good at getting the angles. So like the angles in the toilets and like around the whatever the stuff is at the bottom of the toilet and around the faucet, like I'm not great at getting all of that clean. So bathrooms and floors 2 times a week. Somebody comes and cleans those. And this person can live on my property. That's totally fine. Maybe even preferable if they're going to have to clean the kitchen every morning when I'm walking my dog. Go to the head spa 2 times a week. So I went to a head spa, maybe it's been close to a month now, and I got I believe the Serenity package, and it was a hand massage, a back massage, a mini facial, and a head spa experience, including a hair wash. The only thing that I wouldn't do again in the future is they perfume the hair at the end, and I was smelling that perfume for days. It was very intense. But everything else about it was just so luxurious and lovely. And I really would be fine with them just focusing on the head. And it included hair dry after that, which I don't do myself. I don't really care, but it was lovely to have my hair dried and like shaped a little bit when I left. So I would do that 2 times a week. And I would maybe do the extra stuff like once a month. Like it's cool, but really I just like the facial and the head. Oh, so good. So getting that 2 times a week. And then I want my one-to-one Pilates instructor and my one-to-one barre instructor. And it could be the same person, but I want to do Pilates once a week and barre once a week. And then I don't know if this is about service, but a 2026 Honda Passport. There was one sitting in Costco when I was waiting in line to return something. And I'm not a car person. I don't, there are cars that I think are attractive, but this car was like, I was feeling sexy feelings about this car. It was so good. It might be a little big for what I need, like if there's like a smaller version for a person and her dog. But I mean, I do car camp and travel and all that. So it would be nice to have a car that has space to move around in. And this particular one was orange and had the ceramic finish. Oh, What a sexy car. And the tires on it were, mm, mm. So that car, and I used to work at a car refinance call center. I mean, it was remote, but people would call in and we sold warranties. So I would want an extended warranty on it, probably from the manufacturer because I want the new one. And then we also sold, like, people would come to your house to do the oil changes and basic maintenance and like how many point checkup. I want that service. So I don't have to go take it in for its basic service. Somebody will just come do it for me. Hmm. Oh, and a detailer. I want a detailer twice a month to come clean out my car too. Because sometimes I spill coffee and I have a dog who does shed, even though she doesn't shed like normal dogs, she does leave hair behind. And, and my eyes and brain love like open space, clean space. It's like anything that's like accumulated dirt and then is cleaned, or, if things get rearranged or something and now there's space. Oh, so just like can you imagine just walking down to your car that you were just in earlier that day? So let's say I wake up, pee, put the clothes on, walk Dina. I get home, which includes usually a drive to somewhere. We drive to the park or whatever. I get home, my kitchen is clean. And then I'm piddly paddling in the kitchen, which we're going to come back to in a second. And then when I go out midday to take her to the other park, the car's clean. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's hot. Okay. hmm Definitely. So I have been good at this and I'm very proud of myself for it. I haven't been completely steady, but getting a regular type of body work, like I'm a former massage therapist, polarity practitioner, cranial practitioner. Body work is important. It just is. It can feel like a luxury, like paying extra for it or whatever, but like it's kind of a big deal. So I have been getting those, but I would get regular, like once a month I want a polarity session, once a month I want a massage, once a month I want reflexology, and once a month I want a lymphatic session. And or because I've had like this visceral manipulation session that I really loved. So one of those could be switched out for a visceral manipulation session. So that way I'm getting something every week that's like addressing all the energy and the lymph and the muscles and the mm, 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 mm. And do I need to say I want the experiences to feel luxurious? And might I even say, since we're talking about service and we're expanding our desires, like I get a car to pick me up. Like I don't need to drive to and from my sessions. I get a ride. Maybe it's an Uber. Maybe I have a car service. I don't know. But that way I leave and I don't suddenly have to go into driving mode or traffic mode. I can stay in my beautiful receptivity mode. Also, I would love a practitioner or more than one. Like I always thought about this when I had my own practice. I just didn't have the rooms for it. Like a place where you get a session and then there's like a lounge area or another room that's unoccupied where you can just go straight into that room and just be there. And again, not have to like jump back into real life really quick because it's nice to let the body and the nervous system and the energy like have that time to integrate. That's actually the most powerful part of the session. And when you just get right back in your car and then have to start focusing on traffic and like not getting run over and stuff, of course, the work is still effective, but it cuts short some of the effectiveness. So I'm getting a fucking car, bitches, and finding practitioners that have a lounge area. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I want a solid house clean 2 times a month. Like I said, I don't mind cleaning. Um, I mean, what do I have left if kitchen, the kitchen, the bathrooms, and the floors are done? There's not a lot left. But in between, like I do like cleaning, but like a solid full cleaning twice a month, baseboards, all that stuff. So fun. Maybe I'll get Joey Foo, Foo. He has a TikTok, I see his stuff on Instagram, account where he has like, I don't know how many kids, a wife and however many kids. And, their house gets messy regularly. So his videos are him cleaning the house. And he's so fantastic. I don't know where he lives, but maybe I can see if he wants to come to my house on one of his things. I pay him, of course. Um, yeah. Okay. And then just to speak to, I didn't dive into this one with much detail, but I wanted to give a shout to my adventurous, fun, weird people who would greatly, I don't want to say be affected by, but use my work to great effect in their lives. That they find me, I can get into that more, but I just wanted to, that's in there. Like they find me, they find me. So, one of the other exercises in the journal is creating alignment. I big pause because I forgot what I named it. It's had a few names over the time. But basically it is honing in on one desire and then going deep in that desire and like validating your experience, getting it through your body, getting it into your emotions and your consciousness. So like going deeper, going wider with that one desire. And I did not write this down yet, so I'm going to do it in real time again with you. Yay. And the desire that I'm going to go with, because I had this on my list 2 years ago, so it's obviously very interesting to me. And it's the desire that when I'm out walking Dina, I come home and someone has cleaned my kitchen. Now, this is a very specific desire, so we'll see how far we get. And the first step is to imagine that desire is fulfilled. So we're just about half an hour after the time anyway that we just came back from a walk. So not too hard to imagine that I've come home and my kitchen is clean. Incredible. It's not in real life, but in my imagination for this exercise it is. So someone who I have chosen, who I not just some weird, creepy elf person, but someone who I have chosen and paid has come in and cleaned the kitchen while I was gone. And first, how does that feel in my body? It feels like relaxation and ease. My solar plexus just opened. I feel like I need to put like a barrier right here because my actual kitchen is just right here. It's not clean. It's messing with the fantasy. But like I was saying earlier, my eyes and brain love space. So where there was just clutter or dirt or whatever, and now there's space, my whole body's like, oh. And again, right now I feel it a lot of my solar plexus. It feels like it's relaxed, like my liver has relaxed. I feel like I can breathe better. The second question is, what emotions am I experiencing as this thing is fulfilled in my imagination? Relief. I feel relief. I feel soft. I feel like it's like everything in me just kind of went a little fuzzy and a little horizontal, like, oh, I can just put something down, you know? It's not like something on my list, like, I don't know if this is an emotion, but it's like a combination. Emotion, sensation. And the other direction, so this direction is my kitchen. The other direction is outside where it's spring and there's 5 trees outside my place. I just moved in January, so I didn't know what they would be in the spring. But these white flowers are just now starting to bloom on them, and so I'm like looking at that, and I feel like I can just enjoy it. I can just enjoy it because I don't, even though I'm not gonna clean my kitchen right now, it's there, it's lingering in real life. So in this fulfillment of my desire that my kitchen has been cleaned while I was gone, I get to be in the enjoyment and I get to be in the ease and relaxation, and I get to just enjoy the flowers. So then the next question is, what possibilities does this give me? I come home, my kitchen's clean. What does that make possible for me? And for some desires, the possibilities are going to lead you back into kind of the sensation and emotion realm. Like, oh, I get to relax. Oh, I get, and, we'll see. Like I said, I didn't do this on paper first, but that's okay if that is where this question takes you. But what possibilities does that create? Well, the possibilities that it creates for me are that I get to just walk into my kitchen and make my favorite coffee. I love to make my French press coffee. My counters are small, so when things aren't all clean and put away, like I have a harder time following through with the things that support me. And so I get to walk into my kitchen, my French press is clean, my coffee is ground, I get to make my favorite coffee, I make it bulletproof, and I get to make my eggs that I eat in the morning, just two over medium eggs in my new pans. And I break open the yolks and they're orange. Oh, they're so good. I love them. Actually, the best eggs I've had since I've been out here, I had when I was in Estes Park, just at the town grocery store there. They were really good. But my general favorite eggs are like free range, pastured with like the orange yolk. That's what I have right now. So I can just make my eggs. I bought a bag of lemons from Costco to start drinking lemon water in the mornings. And because my cutting board and my knives are clean and my glasses are clean, I can just make that too, right? I can just make that too. Oh my gosh. So I have my lemon water and then my eggs and then my coffee. Oh, I'm staring at the flowers on the trees. So now I've gone deeper into my desire. And now I'm going to circle back. So once again, how does my body feel as I envision this desire fulfilled or imagine this desire fulfilled? Before I felt relaxed, I still feel that. And now I feel delight. I feel delight like moving up my face, like in tingles. Oh. And now I feel, now that I've said that, I feel the tingles rising up my chest and into my shoulders and into my face, and I can't stop smiling. So this is like the reason for doing this because it really helps full body the desire. It helps full body the desire. Like my desire to have my kitchen cleaned, if somebody could say it's selfish, or somebody could say that's a lot of money, or somebody could say like just fucking clean it. But like this feeling is legit, dude. It's fucking legit. Oh, and being able to do what I need in the morning to like really honor myself, honor my desire to just have my liver purge a little bit and honor my desire to eat my delicious eggs and honor my desire to have my coffee. Like, I'm a fucking tourist. Give me all the pleasure. And then stare at the flowers, and I'm probably gonna get a chair for outside now that it's gonna be warm, and so I can sit out there and drink the coffee, look at the trees, listen to the birds. So I've gone back into possibilities. So I said the body, and then I would say the emotion is like delight. And I love the word effervescence. Like I like when life feels effervescent. I've said that a few times in recent weeks or months. And just the pleasure of a moment, you know? The pleasure of the easefulness and the pleasure of getting to do all the things you want to do in the morning and it just being delicious and not attached to a chore. Ah, so I wasn't intending to necessarily take this here, but this desire in me is so clearly like important, I guess. And it's really, again, taken me to like being able to have this morning experience. You know, that's kind of what's inside of that is being able to have this morning experience. And so for the moment, so this would be if, you know, when you get the journal, the third section is the wisdom of your body. So this alignment exercise that I just did is in there. And then also action is in there. And I'm also going to speak to, I have a course called Stability Accelerator, and in that course, I talk about the art of spoiling yourself. So, all of that together, I'm going to say that to honor myself, I would say an important step, an important action step to be able to embody this is to start giving myself that, to spoil myself by giving myself that morning experience. And right now, I'm not going to hire someone to do that. It just doesn't make sense in the budget. It doesn't make sense. I live in an apartment to just have some stranger come in every morning while I'm gone at this time. It doesn't make sense to do it that way. But the desire for that morning, I can give myself that, you know? I can give myself that. And maybe I don't give it to myself every single morning because it means I'm probably going to clean the kitchen at night. I'm probably going to clean the kitchen before I go to bed. And usually at night, I'm a sleepy girl. I'm after my last snack of the night, I just want to, watch a little TV, play a couple New York Time games on my phone and go to sleep. But I can give myself that. You know, if I want to spoil myself and I want life to spoil me and I want to delight in the mornings like I'm talking about, I can absolutely clean my fucking kitchen so that when I come home from walking my dog, I can have the lemon juice and I can have the eggs and I can have the coffee and it's just easy. And then I can sit outside and look at the flowers and I can journal and then I can make a video for you guys. Because what a great morning is that, right? Fuck yeah. All right. Well, this has been fun. I also want to say that the reason, so I said in another video, the reason that my stuff works so well is because we do it in real time. Like when I have groups together, like we do the work in real time. And that's true. And the other reason it works so well is because we're getting to true desire. And I mean, this has been 4 videos, 7 days, I think, but 4 videos of honing in on desire. And so I started with like the desire to triple my income. And where I am is the desire to have like this beautiful morning experience. And it's not that this one isn't true, but I wasn't connected to it. This is the same, this is the theme again. If you haven't heard me say it yet, you're hearing it now. When you connect to your true desire, you become congruent and you want to move toward that shit like a plant toward the light. Like it becomes so obvious. And then the light wants to come at you too because it becomes this beautiful, I mean, we're, photosynthesis, but it becomes this beautiful synergy between you and the light and you want each other. And so it becomes effortless, even if there's work involved. So, getting into your true desires is what creates a manifest, magical as fuck, sorcery style life. There are people who manifest the big thing. Oh, I got like if I just was talking about the Honda Passport, I could go get one of those if I wanted to. Oh, I got the passport. But now am I stressed about paying the bill? Am I, worried about blah, 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 blah. Oh, now I have to pay insurance. Oh, da, 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 da. Like I haven't opened the place in me that like connects with that thing in a true way. So now it's just me and the passport and then all of my shit versus the real desire coming through. And it could be the same thing. Like I'm not dissing the original desire. But like connecting with it really. And now when you have it, you're like in life with it. You're in breath with it. Like I know people who fantasize about the vacation for years and then they get there and then they get back and all they like really have is the pictures. Like they didn't experience it while they were there. So it's rarely about the destination, like, sorry to be a say this boring shit, but it's rarely about the destination. Like, if you're not connecting to it through the journey, it becomes almost meaningless. So, like, let life be colorful, let life be interesting, let life be vibrant. Find life inside of you. Find what brings your life to life. What brings you alive? That's how you want to be living. It's not just getting the fucking thing. It's how you live is what becomes interesting and colorful and beautiful and manifest and magical and sorcery.